The truck's mechanics refuse to sell are usually not the flashiest ones. They are the ones that keep starting, keep towing, and keep making their owners money long after newer trucks start asking for sensors, screens, and excuses. In this video, we are breaking down the great versions, the trims and cosmetic setups people still chase, why these trucks stay hot, and how to negotiate a local dealer when the truck is already half sold in the seller's mind. You will also learn which years and setups are worth paying for, which ones to skip, and where the real value still hides before the next buyer grabs it. Number 1 in this video is the Toyota compact truck buyers still overpay for because the market knows exactly what it is, and the smart buyers know it too. Number 7. 1994 to 1997. Nissan Hardbody D21. This little truck never looked exciting, and that is exactly why so many buyers missed how durable it really was. The best versions are the XE or SE regular cab and King cab, especially with the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder and the 5-speed manual. The V6 trucks matter too, but the 2.4 is the honest play because it keeps the whole ownership story simpler, cheaper, and easier to live with. Reviews on the 1997 Nissan truck still sit strong, while price estimates can look low on paper, and actual clean sales jump much higher once the truck looks straight and original. That tells you the real story. Mechanics love the Hardbody because the size is right. The engine bay is simple, and the truck has fewer expensive surprises than newer mid-size rigs with more weight and more complexity. Owner feedback keeps using the same kind of words too: solid, dependable, minor repairs, and long life. That is exactly what you want to hear from a small truck. Another part of the appeal is how easy they are to place on the road. The truck feels narrow, light, and honest, which makes it useful in town, on back roads, and on job sites where a bigger truck just becomes extra hassle. Cosmetically, the Hardbody has become more appealing because it never tried too hard. Plain white work trucks, red and black King cabs, body color bed rails, and simple steel wheels now look honest instead of cheap. Even the squared-off lines feel more confident than a lot of modern overstyled trucks. Buyers also love how the truck still looks like a real tool, not a lifestyle prop. That plain face, short hood, and upright cab tell the truth fast. The best ones also wear their age well. A straight bed, clean tailgate, original mirrors, and uncut dash can make a simple Hardbody feel much rarer than the badge ever suggested. Buying one from a local dealer takes discipline though, because clean Hardbodies have become nostalgia buys. Sellers start pricing the body before the mileage. That is where you push back. Cracked dash plastics, faded paint, worn seat fabric, bed dents, sunburned trim, and tired shocks are your leverage. If the truck looks clean from 50 feet but tired up close, that is how you keep the deal real instead of paying collector money for a basic pickup. Number 6. 1992 to 1996. Ford F-150 OBS with the 4.9 inline-6. The working man's gas truck refuses to become obsolete because the engine never got the memo. The OBS Ford with the 4.9 inline-6 is still one of the most trusted old truck combinations in America, especially in XLT regular cab or extended cab form with the 5-speed manual. The automatic is still part of the story, but the manual gives buyers the purest version of what made these trucks so special. Reviews on the 1994 F-150 still score well, and current listings climb way past old price guide numbers whenever the truck is clean, straight, and mostly original. That is not hype, that is demand. Mechanics love the 4.9 because it has a deep reputation for durability, the truck is easy to service, and owner stories still talk about reliability, towing, comfort, and engine quality, like they are describing a favorite pair of boots. One owner review even talks about nearly 192,000 miles without engine, transmission, or rear-end work, and that kind of long-haul story is exactly why the prices stay sticky. A clean inline-6 truck also attracts buyers who are tired of flashy trims because it feels honest, durable, and understandable the minute you open the hood. Another reason these trucks stay hot is the way they drive. They do not feel nervous, over-assisted, or artificial. They feel solid, calm, and built around work. That matters to buyers who still want a truck that feels like a truck, not a padded commuter with a bed. Cosmetically, the OBS trucks hit buyers right in the memory. Two-tone paint, blue or red XLTs, chrome bumpers, bench seat cabs, and that whole straight-lined OBS profile now have real collector pull. They look like trucks that worked for a living. Clean mirrors, original wheels, straight body lines, and factory trim also matter more now, because buyers want something that still feels authentic instead of modified into a mess. If you want to buy one from a local dealer, rust is your best bargaining tool. Cab corners, frame rot, bed floor rust, weak tailgates, and bubbling fenders are where you push the number down on a seller who thinks every OBS Ford automatically became gold. The clean ones are hard to steal. The rusty ones are where smart buyers still negotiate. Number 5. 1996 to 1998 Chevrolet C/K 1500 GMT400. People keep buying this half-ton Chevy because it feels like the last version before trucks got bloated, expensive to fix, and too digital for their own good. The best versions are Silverado or Cheyenne Extended Cab C/K 1500s with the 5.7-liter Vortec V8 and the 4-speed automatic, while a clean 4.3 V6 truck with the 5-speed manual can still make sense as the cheaper, simple play. Current listings can run from about $5,000 into the mid-teens depending on trim, mileage, and how original the truck still is. And that spread tells you how much condition matters on a GMT400. Mechanics love these because parts are everywhere. The 5.7 Vortec still has a strong workhorse reputation, and owners keep describing them as dependable, comfortable, and easy to live with. One regular cab owner even called it well-built, pretty much perfected, and specifically praised the 5.7 for pulling power. That kind of feedback does not come from nostalgia alone. It comes from years of real work. Another reason they stay hot is that they still feel mechanical in a good way. The hood is long, the seating is upright, the controls are simple, and the truck gives you an old-school sense that every part was built to work before it was built to impress anybody. On the cosmetic side, this is where buyers get emotional fast. Z71 decals, two-tone paint, short bed regular cabs, Silverado chrome, factory alloys, and clean original interiors all move the number. Even the right wheel and tire setup can make a basic truck feel much more desirable. That is why good GMT400s disappear fast. They still look right in a driveway, still sound right at idle, and still do enough truck work to justify strong asking prices. That matters when every clean truck gets noticed. That is why cosmetic originality matters so much now. Spray bomb paint, ripped seats, cheap aftermarket wheels, sketchy lift kits, and badly tinted windows should all become bargaining leverage. If you are buying from a local dealer, act like a calm appraiser, not a fan. Point out the interior wear, bodywork, faded trim, and non-original junk one by one. These trucks are popular for the right reason, but that does not mean every seller deserves top money. Subscribe if you want the old trucks worth chasing, not the same lazy, everything old is good talk that gets buyers stuck with the wrong rig. Number 4. 1995 to 1998 Toyota T100. This is the truck most buyers ignored when it was new, and that might be exactly why the clean ones feel so honest now. The best version is the SR5 Extended Cab 4x4 with the 3.4-liter V6, because that is the one that gives you the right mix of strength, simplicity, and long-haul trust. The T100 never had Tacoma hype, and that is a huge part of the appeal today. It sat in the shadow of the smaller Toyota truck, so buyers missed how good it actually was. Mechanics love it because it is simple, durable, and built before compact trucks became fashion statements. Owner feedback on these trucks keeps sounding like the same garage conversation. Not fast, not flashy, but still running strong past 205,000 miles with real work behind it. That is the kind of praise that matters. A clean V6 SR5 can still sit around $10,000 or a little more, even with high mileage, and that tells you the market has finally started waking up. What makes this truck special is that it feels like something for buyers who care more about longer life than image. The steering, the size, and the overall layout still feel old school in a very good way. It is a truck you buy because you plan to keep it, not because you want strangers to notice it. Cosmetically, the best ones usually wear their age with calm dignity. SR5 badging, factory alloys, simple white paint, dark green paint, and the extended cab profile still look period correct without trying too hard. They look like real trucks, not toys. That matters now because a clean original presentation helps hold the value. If you are shopping for one at a local dealer, remember that rarity can make sellers act crazy. Some dealers price a T100 like it is a collector unicorn just because it says Toyota on the tailgate. Push back on that. Remind them this is the overlooked Toyota truck, not the fashionable one. Use worn seat fabric, old shocks, faded trim, scratched bed paint, and dry weather seals as bargaining tools. The truck deserves respect, but the seller does not get automatic victory just because the market finally noticed what mechanics knew years ago. Another reason the T100 stays desirable is that it hits a sweet middle ground. It feels bigger and more stable than a compact truck, but it never gets bloated like a newer full-size. That makes it easier to park, easier to use every day, and easier to own without feeling oversized. That balance still matters now. Number 3. 1994 to 1998 Dodge Ram 2500 Cummins. This is the diesel truck that turned regular buyers into hoarders because they know what the engine is worth before they even see the paint. The great versions are the ST or Laramie SLT trucks, especially with the 5.9 Cummins and the 5-speed manual. That combination is the real prize, and everybody in the old truck world knows it. Owner reviews on the 1997 Ram 2500 keep repeating the same hard truths. It has not let me down. It has 200,000 miles. Get the 5-speed. Those are not cute comments. That is market education. Current used listings can show clean examples around $10,900, and broader market tracking shows strong second-gen Cummins trucks trading well into the $20,000 range when they are straight, clean, and not hacked apart. That is why mechanics refuse to dump them cheaply. They know the drivetrain still has an almost mythic following. Torque, simple design, towing strength, and the kind of diesel character that made these trucks legends still drive the demand. It is not subtle. Even people who do not know trucks know the Cummins badge means something. That is exactly why local dealers get so bold with the ask. Cosmetically, these trucks pull buyers in hard. Two-tone paint, SLT chrome, regular cab long bed stance, and that unmistakable big rig nose still make these feel iconic in a way newer trucks often do not. A straight body and an original interior can make buyers forget how old the truck actually is. That is dangerous for your wallet. If you want to bargain one down, ignore the badge for a minute and attack the body. Look for body rot, cracked dash panels, front-end slop, sagging seats, weathered paint, and ugly add-ons. Sellers often let the engine story blind them to everything else. You cannot do that. If the truck needs front suspension work, if the steering feels loose, if the interior is baked, or if the bed looks like it hauled gravel for 20 years, that is your leverage. The smart move is respecting the drivetrain without letting it hypnotize you. This truck is popular for the right reasons, but that does not mean every seller gets hero money for a rough example with a famous engine and a tired body. The 5-speed trucks also carry a different kind of respect because buyers know they feel more direct, more mechanical, and more desirable to the people who actually understand these rigs. When a local dealer has one, do not show too much excitement. Stay calm, point out the flaws, and make the seller earn every extra dollar above average truck money. The smart move is buying the right version, not just the famous badge. That is where old truck value either stays protected or gets destroyed. Number 2. 1997 Ford F-350 with the 7.3 power stroke. Call it a retirement asset if you want, but the truth is simple. Nobody who truly understands a clean 7.3 wants to let one go cheap. The best version to chase is an XLT crew cab long bed 4x4 with the 7.3-liter power stroke, because that is the clean, high-demand setup buyers still trust most for towing, utility, and long-term value. That engine still carries an almost untouchable reputation because it combines real towing strength, longer life, broad parts support, and the kind of work truck honesty newer diesels often bury under more layers of complexity. Prices prove the point. Rougher examples can still show up around $8,000, but strong originals now push into the high teens, the 30s, and even much higher when the truck is clean, straight, and mostly original. That is not hype. That is the market telling you what people trust. Mechanics love these because the truck still feels like it works for its living. Owner feedback keeps sounding the same, too. No major breakdowns, just routine service, reliable pulling power, and the kind of diesel confidence that makes heavy trailers feel less dramatic. Another reason these stay hot is that the 7.3 still feels like a proper old-school diesel truck, not a machine that needs constant electronic babysitting. It also helps that these trucks built their following in the real world, not online. Ranchers, contractors, hotshot guys, and diesel nerds all ended up respecting the same thing, which is why the demand keeps coming from people who actually use trucks. Cosmetically, buyers chase two-tone XLTs, dualies, cab and chassis work rigs, and that old body style profile both collectors and work truck guys respect. The body matters more than people admit. A faded white work truck with straight panels and a clean frame can be more desirable than a shiny truck with rust, lift kit nonsense, and a sloppy interior. That gives you your negotiating angle. Dealers know a 7.3 attracts calls, so your leverage has to come from what the engine badge does not fix. Worn seat foam, cracked plastics, rusty bumpers, bed damage, dry weather seals, old tires, vague maintenance records, and loose steering all become usable talking points. If it still looks like a work truck instead of a preserved one, that helps you. Stay calm, stay specific, and price the flaws one by one. The badge is famous, but the rest of the truck still has to earn the ask. Number 1. 1995 to 2004 Toyota Tacoma. Here's the truck buyers still overpay for because the market decided years ago that a clean Tacoma is safer than money in the bank. The great versions are the 1995 to 2004 Extra Cab 4x4 with a 3.4-liter V6 if you want the classic high-demand setup, or the 1998 to 2004 Pre-Runner with the 2.7-liter 4-cylinder if you want the cheaper, simpler value play. The reason this truck finishes first is simple. It best proves the title. Mechanics refuse to sell them because they know exactly what happens when a clean one hits the market. The buyer pool is deep, the prices stay sticky, and the truck still makes practical sense even after everybody complains about what they cost. Owner reviews keep calling these trucks dependable, easy to maintain, and hard to replace. That tells you a lot. They are not the biggest, not the softest, and not the newest. They are just reliable in the ways that matter. Current listings show exactly how broad the demand still is. A plain 2.7 regular cab can still live around the low $10,000 range, while cleaner V6, double cabs, pre-runners, and well-kept extra cabs push toward $20,000 or more. That is strong money for an old compact truck, and people still pay it because they trust what they are getting. Mechanics love Tacomas because parts are everywhere. The long-mile reputation is real, and the truck never stops being useful. It is small enough to live with, tough enough to work, and simple enough that owners do not feel trapped by it. That balance is hard to replace, and the market knows it. Cosmetically, this is where buyers get emotional fast. Extra cab stance, pre-runner badging, SR5 trim, factory alloys, body color flares, clean paint, and original interiors all move the number. Buyers care because originality helps prove the truck was not hacked apart by somebody who loved modifications more than maintenance. That matters a lot in Tacoma. A straight bed, clean tailgate, uncracked dash, and factory wheels can turn an ordinary truck into a fast seller. Clean red, white, black, and dark green trucks seem to grab attention quickest, especially when the paint still looks honest and the body has not been slammed, lifted badly, or sprayed over. The reason it is number 1 is not nostalgia. It is the market already voted. A clean Tacoma is hard to bargain because everybody from mechanics to small business owners to weekend truck buyers already knows what it is. That does not mean you stop negotiating. It means you negotiate smarter, and you stop pretending the best trucks get priced like secrets. Local dealer buying tip. When you shop at a local dealer for one of these trucks, ignore the windshield stickers and study the truck history and cosmetic honesty first. On old trucks, the best bargaining tools are cracked dash pads, seat wear, peeling clear coat, rusty bumpers, bed floor scratches, mismatched tires, cheap window tint, and sloppy aftermarket parts. A dealer who knows old trucks will usually stay firm on a clean drivetrain, but they will often move on body and interior flaws if you calmly price them out in front of them. Show up with current listing comps, not just appraisal numbers, because these trucks sell on reputation, and the dealer knows it. A realistic offer backed by real comparisons sounds stronger than acting shocked at the ask. Bring photos, point to similar mileage, and make the conversation about condition, not emotion. The calmer you sound, the better your leverage gets, because old truck sellers expect emotion. When you stay factual, patient, and prepared, you look like the buyer who can actually close today. Stay polite, stay specific, and make the flaws do the work. Subscribe for the old trucks worth fighting for, and the versions worth skipping, instead of lazy nostalgia, dealer hype, and overpriced badge worship. Click the next video now, because I am breaking down the cheap trucks I would actually buy, so you can see the smart buys before paying strong money for an old truck.